Hello and welcome to this week's Rocksmith Developer Stream. I am your host and the community developer for this game that we like to call Rocksmith. My name is Doug Lilly. Welcome and thank you for joining us. If you've never been to one of the streams, what we like to do is look at the last week's DLC, play through it, talk about it, give away some prizes. All that's coming up. We also take questions from you. So if you have questions that you want us to answer either in chat or on camera, just reach out to UB Jurassic. That is Brian Turner. He is the community manager for Rocksmith. But right now, let's take a look at this week's DLC, the Great White Song Pack. We'll be right back after this. And we are back. Welcome. Yeah, that's Great White. 3 songs from them, just introduced this past Tuesday. And let's go ahead and play the first one. To do so, I would like to say hello to our first guests of the stream. Brian Shu.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Brian Shu is a note tracker here in Ubisoft San Francisco.
Indeed.
On the opposite side of Brian is David Stevens, our QA czar, and usually the person running the board here. So I don't know how we got started with you in that stool.
I'm just slacking off.
I'm just glad. I'm glad we're on air.
It's just
Pure ESP brain power.
we just hit go.
So right off the bat, tell us about this.
Do I have to?
I would very much like you to.
It is a new guitar. Yes, I bought a new guitar. Surprise!
Shocking.
I did sell one. So
one that I liked.
Yeah, I sold it purely because Doug liked it, and I wanted to spite him.
Yep.
And I got this guy. So that Sir that I sold was a telly-shaped semi-hollow guitar.
Yeah.
Which is great, but I didn't really bond with it as I thought I was going to. And my 335 is a bit too sentimental and valuable for me to bring on fly gigs, like I'm always concerned of
to risk it.
yeah, because it can't fit in a smaller gig bag. Like it has its own bigger size gig bag, and so I needed a semi-hollow that I could potentially fly out and gig with. And I've been searching around for a long time, and I found this Commons. It's made by the luthier Bill Commons. He lives in Philadelphia, and he makes a lot of like handmade arch tops and like kind of jazz boxes, and those are like really really nice, like probably in the $5,000 to $6,000 like range. But then a couple of years ago, he went out to South Korea. Found a guitar building team out there, and then decided to make production models. And this is one of the models that they offer. It's like much more affordable. It's in the this one is 1,700.
Yeah.
Which is really nice for how much instrument you get out of this thing. It's very similar to my 335, and I love it for that. And it's smaller.
And the past like half hour or so that I've heard you sort of playing around on it, it is very resonant.
Yeah,
sounds
it's
nice.
Really great.
Even unplugged. I can't wait to hear it plugged in.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got it straight out of the case. It just played great. It was in tune.
You got it yesterday, right?
Yeah, it came in yesterday.
Time to break it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool aesthetic. Mahogany body, I believe. And neck. It's like really pretty
nice.
back. Maple flame top. And then ebony tuner heads. I don't know if you could see it, but
Are those like grippy?
Are
they just ebony?
They're just ebony.
Okay.
Like really smooth wood, right? And then this is also ebony. Ebony knobs. And then there's a coil split here that's actually kind of hard to get, but I can get these into single coil modes. So it's actually quite nice.
I think we've discussed that.
Bunch of different gigs.
We've discussed this fairly recently. Why would you want to change? So when you say it can change to split coil?
Split coils, yeah.
So what does that do? Why would you want
it?
that?
Basically, so humbuckers are basically two single coils, right? But splitting the coil just makes it a single coil, and then it's kind of a thinner sound, so it's like it's really great for like, if I'm playing a part like a funky thing like that, and I want to thin it out a little bit, if I can grab it,
just gotta break it in some more. Yeah,
A little more spanky.
yeah, and then here's. But yeah, it's really great. You get a lot of versatility out of this particular guitar. It's not just a jazz guitar. Like people look at, semi-hollow and hollow bodies, and well, more so hollow bodies are jazz guitars for the most part. But like something like a semi-hollow isn't just purely for jazz. I mean, Dave Grohl plays like rocks out pretty hard with a 335, which is
Joshua Homme.
Personally, my favorite guitar ever is a 335 because it just does everything. Yeah. Except maybe like Gent or something.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe I can be the first guy.
You can give it a shot.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So the song, the first song is "Rock Me." One of yours. What anything in particular we should look for here? I mean, this is pretty like classic '80s shreddy.
Yeah. It's not too shreddy. Rock. It's more when I think shreddy, I think like Yngwie Malmsteen or Eddie Van Halen or something like that.
It's like solid like hard rock,
like
80s
hard rock, very blues based, soulful like rock licks. Like
and this one goes through. Rock Me in particular goes through like a few pretty drastic changes. Stylistically throughout the song, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a marathon.
Yeah.
Yes, and I haven't been able to practice this at all, so I'm gonna disgrace my first public performance of this guitar with a poor performance. Of this song.
All right. And David, so you jumped on this one.
Yes.
Do you have any particular connection to this song?
I mean,
you just like the song.
This kind of music is my childhood. So
right. I think we were discussing pretty recently.
On my brain and.
I think we had sort of similar trajectory. Music, like as
it
far
explains
as
a lot.
I was like the only person in my high school and my friend group that liked 80s
Yeah.
like rock. So people would give me grief all the time. It kind of sucked.
Yeah, I've always loved this bass line too. I mean, it drives the song. There's a lot of it's a lot of syncopated quarter and eighth notes.
Yeah.
A challenge to sight read.
Sure.
But you'll get the groove. You'll get the groove.
All right.
Just
right.
kind of roll with it.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look. This is Rock Me. Again, while you're playing, if you have questions in the chat, please reach out to UB Jurassic to get those to us.
Lots of dynamics.
Yeah. It's probably one
Yeah,
where
I'm playing very lightly.
it's fine to get some misses if you can get those dynamics right.
goodness.
Those instruments in your hands on that song sounded amazing.
Thank
you.
Good. That sounded really good.
Not bad for a first read-through.
Right.
For like after months of not seeing this chart.
So, was David, real quick. He didn't have to write such a rhythmically interesting bass line for you there,
It's true.
but he did.
It's fun.
And I'm glad.
It's very fun.
It is, and it's bouncy and sinister a little, like a
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
It's
little
got, it's got an edge
bit. Which
to
is
it.
not, yeah, I like
yeah.
I like that combination.
And it moves.
yeah, it does. And of course,
There's definitely a lot of like improvisation that's happening. Like
Yeah.
I don't think he actually consciously was, writing things out like
Sure.
everything, every little thing. But
We'll see more of that in
Yeah.
an upcoming song.
it's like a lot of fills.
yeah, a lot
And
of.
are you talking
fills.
about in the lead part specifically, or the lead and the bass?
Oh,
I can see it being
The
in
bass
both.
has a
Bass
lot of
has a
fills
lot of
too.
fills.
Bass,
Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. Guitar mostly. Like two different positions of pentatonics, pentatonic blues scales.
Sure.
Maybe three, but one's an octave. Like,
Okay.
So you have this lower position, F sharp minor, and then
Sounds
he
so, it
plays
sounds so good.
and then there's this one too.
Why
But
does
he
it
only
smell
he
like-
doesn't,
Something smells like Aquanet in here.
he doesn't really play it down here as much during the solo.
Sure.
But during the clean parts, he always does the
Which is
that
which
little
is a
thing.
nice little
Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a nice little rake.
yeah.
But yeah, just really great, just hard rock.
There was some mention in the chat about there are a few points where you're doing a lot of oblique bends.
Huh?
Oblique bends.
Oblique.
Yeah. Somebody said that this seems like it would be a good song for oblique bends.
What does oblique bends mean?
When you, I think that's the name. That we decided. We think that's what the name is when you bend, when you play more than one strings and you bend some and don't bend others. Usually it's like a double stop and you bend one string and not the other.
Oh, like kind of like
Yeah.
I'm kind of bending both strings because the nature is like I'm fretting with one finger, and
Yeah.
if I bend that finger, both strings are gonna kind of bend.
Okay.
So, but yeah. A lot of those. That's
Yeah.
definitely very,
Hopefully we
very
got
hard
the-
rock.
The terminology right. Do have a couple of questions from the chat.
Okay.
The first one would probably be a great question for Chris Wu were he here. But David, you might be able to get this one. Tonewood.
That's a cool name.
FFIO wants to know how are the videos ordered in the gameplay trailer? How are they ordered? Like how do you know which song goes first, last?
It's fairly arbitrary,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Just whoever's sort of piecing them together.
Sometimes alphabetical. Like, yeah, it's just probably whatever is presented in the footage when we put it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so just sort of done
There's
on the
there's
spot.
no method to the madness.
we get our three songs and sort of say this one,
Yep,
this one, that one.
yep.
Okay. Also, a question from I guess it's more of a statement comment from Jean308. Were you aware that there are two Great Whites? One has all the original members except for the singer Jack Russell, and then there's also
Yes.
Jack Russell's
It's like a Queensryche
Great White.
situation.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
like a Queensryche situation.
So yeah, there are two, and I think I feel like they got back together at some point and then split back up. So I think there are currently two performing Great Whites.
Can we get them on the same bill?
I feel like that's unlikely.
Being
I
a-
feel like somebody will.
Being bands
What?
is complicated.
Be,
man.
yeah, it's true. Well, thank you both very much. I think we're going to do our first giveaway of the stream. And thanks for showing off this
Yeah.
lovely new
It's
guitar.
gonna be on here a lot more.
All right, cool. Right now, though, if you're in the chat and you want a chance to win the first Ernie Ball prize pack of the stream, please listen to what UB Jurassic is saying in the chat right now, and he will tell you how you can receive everything that you are currently seeing on your screen. And if you're not watching the screen and you're just listening while you're maybe doing some work, then I'll tell you what's on your screen. On your screen right now, if you were looking at it, you would see two sets of strings. We've got a 6-string set, regular slinky for your guitar. We've got a 4-string set, also regular slinky for your bass guitar. We have a dozen picks from Ernie Ball. This is their new design. I believe we currently have some medium to medium heavy that we're handing out. You're going to get 3 picks from us here at Rocksmith. These are the Plectrum picks. You're going to get a black Ernie Ball guitar strap, a package of Wonder Wipes from Ernie Ball. These are going to have a variety of wipes to help you clean your guitar's body, neck, fretboard, strings, especially keep your strings lasting a good bit longer. You're also going to receive a peg winder from Ernie Ball, and not pictured, you are going to receive a set of strap blocks from Ernie Ball. These are like strap blocks, but they're not quite as permanent. You can, they're more like washers. I think we might have some. Yeah, we might go show some off here in a minute. But all of that can be yours if you listen to what you Jurassic is saying and enter this raffle. To enter, you do have to follow the channel. We are at Rocksmith Game here. We're also at Rocksmith Game on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find us there. And right now, for this channel and Twitch, you do have to follow the stream in order to win. If you win, you will get a whisper from Brian Turner, who will who will whisper you and get your name, your shipping address, and your telephone number. We do need all that information in order to get your prize to you. And if you are outside of the U.S., please you separate your address line by line to make it a little bit easier on me so I can get your package to you as soon as possible. This week, so far on the social medias, we've seen a really positive reaction to this great white song pack. Though there are some songs that apparently some of you feel are missing. And if you would like to let us know which songs you think are missing, please go to our website, rocksmith.com, go to the link at the top that says request a song, and let us know which songs you think are missing, and let us know what you think should be in Rocksmith and shared to all who play. Right now, I think we are ready to say hello to our next guests. One, it's been a long time that we've seen, and one, a brand new face. So, Brian Pody.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank
Welcome back. Could you please move your mic? Actually, both of you, I need you to move your mic down.
This
Not that way, other way. Oh, no. Give up. We don't give up. Yeah, that's not going to work. You're going to have to talk. That doesn't work for either of us. I don't think either of us can be that loud.
Yeah, I'm not very loud.
Yeah. Chris Donnelly.
Hello.
This is your first time on the stream.
It is my first time.
Say hello to Chris Donnelly, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Chris.
They all said hello. I checked. They won't see this for another 2 seconds.
Perfect.
So you're here. You are going to play rhythm.
I am going to play rhythm.
Yeah. So the two of you are playing House of Broken Love, which you're covering on. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Did you have an opportunity to take a look at the song?
I did.
You did.
I did. I looked at it a bit. I mean, I own this.
You looked at it. Yeah, I wouldn't say you practiced it, but you looked at it.
I saw that there was a song.
Sure.
I own this album. I mean, I've heard it before. It should be fine.
Yeah, it's been at least. When was the last time you pulled out this album? When was the last time you played this album on physical media?
I don't know.
I mean, that's probably.
There's other 80s like hair metal in the CD player in the car.
Okay, fine. And Chris Donnelly, do you listen to physical media?
Never.
What is this?
Spotify. Digital only.
I bought a bunch of vinyl recently.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a lot of vinyl.
Okay, me too. Can we go out
Geek
and
out a little bit.
go record shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Digging.
Let's do
it's
it.
called digging.
Fine. Call it what you want, but I'm going to get some records. It'll be fun. What was the last record you bought?
Oh man, I think it was a Jay-Z acapella album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely opposite. It was two. Perpetual Burn by Jason Becker.
Okay.
Which was his first solo album. It's the
Somebody's
limited
plotting.
edition hot pink vinyl.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then his brand new record. I think it's Tribute.
Okay.
Is the brand new one that just came out last year.
I got the new Desert Sessions. That was my last record. Okay, and we're all caught up. So that's Chris Donnelly. House of Broken Love. So I think I called on you because I do associate you with this period of hard rock and metal.
That's appropriate.
Yeah. It seemed to be. So do you have any particular connection to this song?
I mean, I
you
like
don't have
Great
to.
White
You're
in
under
general.
okay.
But
okay.
yeah, I mean, if you ask me like, oh, which one of these songs are you most familiar with, it would obviously be the cover.
Right. Yeah, that was the biggest single in the U.S. at least.
Yeah.
Chris Donnelly, I don't know if you have a connection, but you're
Nope.
about to. It's about to be
This is it.
your first song on the stream.
Right here.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
This is my experience.
Well, let's not waste any more of your time. Let's go ahead and get into this. This is House of Broken Love from the Great White Song Pack. Again, if you have questions, please reach out to UB Jurassic in the chat.
Oh, Chris, I feel bad that he has to play with me. That's part of why I like the song. Lots of bends.
This is a perfect song.
It's got lots of problems. Oh god, this is the hardest part.
I picked the wrong time to talk to you.
You can also get that as a pitch harmonic. Sick. I should play the song and stuff.
Don't you wake me
Oh, and Oblique Bends.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
that I'm free. On the daybreak, don't you shake me. Send me back to misery. 'Cause I'm dealing with the devil. Ain't no help from above. I'm stealing with the devil through this house of broken love. Taking chances with you, baby. I saw something in your eyes, and though no one
I don't think I've ever passed
else
that
could
note.
blame me,
Congratulations.
there was something
did it.
I should have recognized. I'm dealing with the devil with no help from above. I'm sleeping with the devil in this house. Broken love. Yeah.
Excellent job.
I'm sweating right now.
You sweat, yeah,
Yeah.
you get used to it. It's fine. So I have a few questions. Tonal FFIO wants to know what Chris's job is here in Ubisoft San Francisco.
I don't actually work here.
we were at a food truck and he was carrying around a guitar. It was just sort of. I was like, "Hey, would you like to be on a stream real quick?"
I said yes.
You're
I
like-
liked what.
It's like, do you know this interface? And I showed you a picture of the game, and you said, "Oh yeah,
Guitar Hero.
yeah."
So,
So Chris Donnelly is a game designer
I am a game designer.
here in Ubisoft San Francisco.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm glad you're finally here
Me too.
on the stream.
good.
When we also in the chat, it was asked, what's going on with your guitar? What are you playing? What you got?
It is a PV Rockmaster with a slight mod to it. I have some googly eyes.
I just noticed those, as you said, slight mod.
They're very good.
I did not put those on. It was
Is that-
passed on to me.
Is this a studio?
Studio guitar.
Studio guitar? Okay.
So the other Chris
Yeah,
Wu,
yeah.
actually passed this
Oh, okay.
guitar down
Okay,
to myself. So
that's
from
good because
one
he has like 4 guitars in the studio. So
what?
yeah,
There are a bunch of Chris's
Yeah.
guitars.
We're basically Chris's storage. Hi, Chris. The pick guard, it's a very interesting shape. I don't know that I've seen something quite like that.
Is it?
I like it. It is to me, yeah.
Okay.
To me.
different.
It is different. And we haven't, I don't know if we've talked about the, is this the Podycaster?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Podycaster.
One of several.
So this is one that you built,
Mm-hmm.
and by built, how, like, sort of whole cloth did you build it?
Fairly. I mean, it's gone through many like revisions as well because the
Yeah.
bridge actually collapsed into the pickup.
Oh, no.
Because it's
Oh, no.
basswood, which is soft. So, like, it didn't originally have a Floyd. It used to have a Wilkinson on it, and I had to like route out all the broken bits and
Right.
glue new wood in.
Like, this
and
is a
then-
lot of machinery for this guitar.
Mhm.
I like it. It stands out. And these pickups, are these
yeah, these are ones
crafted
that I made.
pickups? All right.
Yep.
Cool. And I got a couple more questions, at least one more question. This one from Francois Luong, SF, who's downstairs.
Hi, Francois.
Hi, Francois. Wants to know when you're sort of playing around, when you're doing some improv, how do you choose the note that will sound good within the context of the song? When you're noodling or doing a fill.
I think of everything in relation to E minor.
Oh, okay.
So for this song, it's
Yeah.
in A. So, well, A minor. So I just have to remember to play F instead of F sharp.
Okay.
And I don't know, like I've been playing long enough that I kind of know what's what.
Okay. Is this how much of this is theory and how much of this is just being embedded in playing?
For me, it
And
was
doing
all
songs.
about like learning all the mode shapes.
Okay.
And then, once you know the modes in one key, you can just transpose them into another key. And
Okay.
then you know what's what. Or you can throw all that out the window and be like, cool, this note sounds good. This note sounds good. Oh, crap, that note sounds bad.
Don't do that one.
But all I have to do is move it up or down a half step, and then it will sound good.
Fine. It'll sound at least fine.
Yeah.
It's a fine note. Or you just commit to whatever note you're gonna play.
Oh, yeah, man. If you
Yeah.
play the wrong note, play it again, but play it louder.
Yeah.
Just
Bend.
lean into
It
it.
was like it just
Yeah.
like if you're bending
like
and
that?
if you go over, keep going. Keep going.
I've definitely done a fair bit of that in my life.
Chris Donnelly, let's get to know you a little bit. Let's talk about your music. What do you so we know you like Jay-Z.
Music, I like
What
that,
else are
okay.
you listening to?
I'm very eclectic.
Okay.
I'm not really. I don't tie myself down to a specific genre.
No. Yeah. I didn't mean to try to pigeonhole you
Whoa.
as a fan of anything.
No, I mean, I enjoy everything from house music and to Wu-Tang Clan to Frank Sinatra to
All right.
Metallica to just
So you're
basically everywhere.
all over. Yeah.
all over the place.
All right. Perfect.
Big fan of music. Love listening to it. I'm excited to actually get to play it now.
You're right.
When did you start your guitar journey?
Yes.
I was the Wonderwall kid in high
Yeah.
school.
You.
That that
Oh,
was me. No, so
Where's Jurassic? Where's
so I didn't actually play. I guess I I didn't try very hard. I
Sure,
guess.
sure.
It was a lot of just
You-
kind of noodling around.
You had a
figuring it out.
guitar.
I had a
you-
guitar.
You knew some chords.
I knew some chords. That was it. So I guess the start of my real journey happened, I guess, back in last December, so a little over a year ago.
Okay.
And it's really just been noodling around and playing Rocksmith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, super fun.
Cool.
It works.
It does. It does. I can bend. Cool. Almost. I almost had it.
I wish we could have added like a little bit more suspense to that. Oh, there you go. I think you're just showing off.
Yeah.
All right.
God.
Everybody get mad at Pody. Just kidding. Thank you both. Thank you both very much for coming by and playing. Right now, we are going to take a brief video break. We are going to take a look at this is back in our 5-year anniversary for Rocksmith when we had the Live at Slim's performance. This is Miles' guitar journey, culminating in at the time culminating at the Live at Slim's. I don't want to say that's where because
Yeah,
that's not where it
I've
ended.
seen him on
yeah, he's
Facebook
keep
out
going.
like playing shows.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
To that point, it's where it culminated when they were filming it.
And he's
'Cause
gone
it
on
was-
to do more.
Yeah, yeah. So here's Miles, Live at Slim's. While that's going on, UB Jurassic is going to raffle off 5 copies of this week's Great White Song Pack for Steam. So if you're interested in that, please listen to what UB Jurassic says in the chat, or just follow along with what everybody else is doing. And we'll see you in a few minutes.
I'll tell you, learning guitar in general was way out of the zone for me. It's not something I always laid awake at night hoping I could play music one day. I play it because it is hard. Hi, I'm Miles Bristow. I live in St. Petersburg, Florida. I have 3 children, a wife, beautiful wife, and I play guitar. At least now I do. Music was sort of not something I grew up with. Grew up in a house with no radio, TV, not allowed to go to the movies, no dancing. A coworker said, "You got to go see this band." I looked up at them. They were all in their 40s, like me, and I said, "You know, that's what I want to do. I want to learn guitar. I want to play music." When I first turned on the game, it kind of said, "This is how to hold a pick. This is what the neck does." You know, I didn't know any of these things, so it spoon-fed the notes. So it would be like every 4 beats, or whatever it is I could handle, it would just give me that, plus a little bit of extra. Once I was into this contest and realized there was a contest and decided to do it, I discovered this community. So this experience has given me access to a larger community, which is really why I think people stay in it. When I had my first Skype call with Anthony, it was, so one of you asked me, "Have you tried Master Mode?" And I hadn't. But for these songs, I turned on Master Mode. I started using the game to learn a song.
Coach Anthony had given me some ideas on just repeating some sections and kind of commit it to memory. What I'm gonna do now is turn the game off. I'm actually just gonna try to play it. So I did stuff like I was playing, and then I absolutely just stopped, like mid-song. But I realized that I had missed a chord, or I missed a note, or absolutely blanked out and forgot like what song I'm even playing. Like I couldn't even continue.
So there were 2 things I went with when I picked the songs for this contest. Number 1, lead, absolutely. Probably because it's hard, right? And I did pick some pretty ambitious songs. Number 2, there were songs that I've enjoyed listening to. I like them, so I'm like, I'm gonna play that. And that's really what this performance is all about. So sound check wasn't perfect. On a scale of 1 to 10, I feel 10 excited, about a 9 terrified. I got some good advice downstairs in the performers' green room. They said, "You already know the song. You played it 6 million times. Your brain's getting in the way and you're overthinking it. Just go up there and play." So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna come up on stage and I'm just gonna play.
Yeah, I was completely terrified when I was downstairs. When I got on stage, it was like a whole different person. I had this chill that went up my spine, and then I just went out, and I don't even know what I did. It was an out-of-body experience. I just want to say thank you, Rocksmith, for making this impossible dream come true. I just can't even believe it. What a night.
We're back. We're back. Nailed it. I'm your host and the community developer for Rocksmith, Doug Lilly, and thank you once again for joining us. Moving right along, we're going to play our bonus song today. I heard there was some speculation in the chat as to what we're going to play. Maybe we'll give another hint by revealing who the players will be. Rai Ken, to my left, welcome. Welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
Glad to have you. Note tracker here at Ubisoft Studio San Francisco. Akshay or
Go on.
Rakshay?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable.
Why-
Do you like
why
it?
are you
You reacted okay
You're
to it.
so
Okay,
okay.
Rakshay.
I have
sure.
another hint. I think this is right. Who was in the video of this song was Milton Berle was in this.
Milton Berle was in the video. Let's see. Let me see. We'll
He's
give the
like
we'll give the
old
chat just a
school.
minute.
I swear, I thought you were gonna say like, and here's a hint. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
To,
It is we're playing. Black.
This. So
There's a guitar player that falls through the ceiling
well,
when the
both-
solo happens.
somebody
when he
said
lands
it.
on the dinner table.
Solar_Twitchy called it, as did Six String Kitty.
Oh, they got a
right
couple of
behind
the
me.
right ones. Nice.
So yeah, they got him. So both of you, I know you were sitting right beside me when I was sort of mulling over what the bonus song for this stream was going to be, and I think I listed off a couple of things because I was going to try to get you to play whatever it was, and when I said this song, you were like, "Yes, I'm doing it. I'm taking it."
Case closed.
Case closed. And then Akshay, when you found out what it was, you were also pretty
Yeah,
adamant
as
about
soon as you said
getting
it,
on
it was stuck in my head. Like,
so the
all
bonus
week.
track for this week is going to be Rats Round and Round.
heck
Uh,
yes.
So why? So tell us why. Tell us why both of you were so adamant to get a hold of this song.
I mean, so for me, we just went off, going off the energy from Chris Donnelly's Wonderwall, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard this song in Guitar Hero, and like was like, this is a really good song. How have I not heard this before? And like, yeah, that's it. That's where it started, and just
stuck with you.
the classic rock, heavy rock whole journey started
so
from there.
Gotcha. And
Yeah, I think it's just an awesome song. I mean, this is like one of my favorite bands from the 80s.
yeah.
When I was like in high or junior high, I guess I would have been in.
Yeah.
I couldn't like be out of the closet and say I was a Rat fan. It was one of those
were
tunes
they-
you crank in your car and you look around. It's like, oh, some girls walking by, turn it down, you know.
Oh, no.
Because this is why everybody in the Bay Area was into thrash. So you couldn't like be into Exodus, Metallica, Testament, and then
Sure.
you know be like Rat.
So
They're
you're-
like, dude, you're a poser.
So
Get out.
So it's a cred issue, I guess.
But the Rat does have one of the, in my opinion, like the top, top 2 or 3 guitar players from that era.
Yeah.
Warren DeMartini.
Yeah.
He's like awesome.
I know. So I chose Rat for the bonus song in the Great White Song Pack because number one, because you were so like gung ho about getting on top of it, but also I know that they're both from Los Angeles, both playing around the same time. Because my dad actually opened for Rat because he played keyboards
that's
in Los
awesome.
Angeles
That's
back
so
in
cool.
the late 70s, early 80s. And
Did you know what the venue was that he did that at?
I could probably find out. I
it
don't
was
know
like
if
the
it was
Whiskey a Go-Go or
it might have been the Whiskey. I know. I think he
Troubadour.
played there. I can probably find that out for you. Let you know. Or if sometimes my mom's in chat, she might let us. But yeah, and apparently my dad's band at the time rehearsed in the same studio space.
I'm
as
surprised
Great
you
White.
don't lead with that. Like
Right,
my dad
no.
opened up for Rat.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's-
it should have been when I first met you. That should have been. By the way, before we say anything else, one another, just want you to know. No, so yeah, it's a fun part.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
This has been in this was like launch, like vanilla rock,
This
right?
is-
Like
this
one of the
is-
original songs.
This is
Yeah.
way old. I've got it
Yeah.
written in my notes here. This one, so this Rat tune. Maybe it's in my notes. Maybe I lost
And it's
it.
not one of the ones that are
Usually
like
I've got a
locked
specific
behind
order.
anything, right? Like you could just play it. You
It's
could
not
just-
in my notes.
Okay, cool.
No.
Great.
I can check though. I'll check while you're playing.
Okay.
I'll check while you're playing. So let's go ahead and take a look at Round and Round
Great
by
segue.
Rat.
Love it. That was an 8 out of 10 segue.
I wish I could harmonize with you. So good. Yeah, plays out right. So, it's really
All right. I'm glad you did at the end of the song. Now the guitar's out of tune.
it's hardly fair. This song has like 3 of the greatest riffs in rock and roll, plus one of the most memorable guitar solos in rock and roll, all in one song.
Yeah.
It's a lot for one song.
It's a tour de force.
It
as
is.
They say.
It really
no,
really
it's
is.
like it's such a well put together song, and the riff of the chorus is a killer and the verse. And then I love that solo.
Yeah.
Everything that Warren DeMartini does is killer.
Just a series of interesting decisions. That's
Here's a fun tip. He used to live. Do you know what other '80s guitar player he used to live with? He was roommates with Jakey Lee from Ozzy.
Oh, really?
I've read interviews, and he
Did
said
not know
like
that.
they were both kids, and then they both got their gigs, and they were like they didn't have amps. They would just be sitting in the living room, like with the TV on, practicing their, just shredding on the couch.
I have some trivia for you from the chat. From Jean308 in the chat says, here's some trivia. Milton Berle was an uncle of Rat's manager, which is how he got the gig in the music video for Round and Round.
That's right.
Cool.
I remember hearing that.
No people.
Yeah,
No people.
It is
No-
who you
no-
know, actually.
Get out
Turns out.
there, know some people. I don't know how people operate in the internet age. You'd think I would. I'm kidding.
Isn't that-
I know.
okay.
yeah, I got you. But
Yeah.
great job.
Yeah, thanks.
It's so fun.
The
Such a
bass is
fun
also
song.
pretty fun.
Yeah. It drives. You get.
Yeah,
you
I
get some
goofed up a little
moments.
bit in that, like, the part where the it's not double bass, the, like, kick drum, like, sort of gets more syncopated.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's, like, a little bit in
Rhythmic.
there where it's like, anyway, don't worry about it. It's fine. There's a bit in there where, like, I practiced, and it's kind of hard to get.
Is like a sort of almost like a flipped beat situation. Or like
it gets a bit more syncopated.
Okay.
And it's only there for, like, one
measure.
small part
right.
of the song. But, it's
Okay.
fine. It's fine.
Well, thank you again both very much, Rye and Rakshay.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to talk about some other music in case you missed it. We recently released the Night Ranger song pack. This came out just last last March, so it's been almost a year now. It seems like only yesterday. But back in last March, we released the Night Ranger song pack, another 80s sort of hard rock metal group of that time and era. Actually, I think Night Ranger, I believe Night Ranger's a Bay Area band, right? Yeah. So they were from up this way, as opposed to Rat and Great White, who are Los Angeles based. But on the Night Ranger song pack was You Can Still Rock in America. Also, Don't Tell Me You Love Me, and Sister Christian. And then also Poison. Poison was playing around this time, also in Los Angeles. And there's not a Poison song pack, but Poison has shown up at various points in Rocksmith. They sneak in. So Poison was in the 80s mix song pack 6 with Fallen Angel. Poison was also in the UB30 1986 song pack with Talk Dirty to Me. They were also in the Power Ballad song pack with Every Rose Has Its Thorn, and the Arena Rock song pack with I think I lost that one. No, there it is. Nothing But a Good Time. I believe, and I could be wrong. Maybe somebody behind the camera can correct me, but I believe the Power Ballad song pack and the Arena Rock song pack were both packs made from already released singles back before we did song packs on the regular. At least as regularly as we do now. But all of those are available as DLC. Get the pack, get the singles if you want to play some Poison. Otherwise, there's a fairly good amount of 80s Los Angeles and NorCal-based hard rock and metal available in-game. We're about to say hello to our final guests of the stream. Before we do that, one more time, just want to let you know, if you want to say hello to us on social media, we are still on Twitter and we are still on Instagram at Rocksmith Game. We're on Facebook as well. Just go to facebook.com/Rocksmith and that'll get you right to us. Still tuning, but I think we're good. We're going to say hello. Well, now you've ruined the surprise, Andrew Levin.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Andrew Levin.
What's up?
You're back.
I'm not very good at surprises.
Okay, well, that's fine. It's fine. But you know who is good at surprises?
Surprise!
Jared McAdams nailed it. Again, we're really good at those. Welcome, both of you.
Yeah, well,
And
So,
to you.
And also to you. So you're closing us out with Once Bitten,
Shutting it
Twice
down.
Shy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a confusing week for us, but we got us here.
And isn't it?
And you're playing bass. I forgot you were gonna play the rhythm, but now we're but no longer.
No, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not a slave to the rhythm.
No.
Yeah. I'm all about that bass.
And you're about to lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
So
the leads.
What do we?
I don't have a good pun for lead.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Try again.
Yeah, next week.
And you're playing lead and dropping picks.
Yeah.
I got it. Don't
Well,
worry.
Thank you.
Don't
It's been a
worry.
long day.
I'm not doing anything else. It's fine. So what can we look forward to in Once Bitten, Twice Shy?
Lots of blues, rock. You know, you got the one thing that's tough in this song, as opposed to a lot of other rhythm paths, is you have a lot of like 5
yeah.
fret stretches.
Go ahead.
That's a little tough to do
What's
down
the,
down there.
What's the, yeah, that
3 to
that
8.
one thing. What's the name of that move? Person behind the camera, the neighboring 5, 6
Well,
neighbor
the
move.
the 5 and
the-
6 back and forth, but this one's
Yeah.
going up to the 7th, which is what makes
Oh.
it that stretch.
I think it's the Mr. Rogers Hello Neighbor.
Oh yes, it's
movement.
the trolley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That was a good trolley. Okay, let's get into it.
Cool.
All right, this is Once Bitten, Twice Shy by Great White, as performed by Andrew Levin and Jared McAdams. You'll get it. You'll get to play it.
Keep working at it, man. You'll get it eventually.
Here we go, Jared.
Don't mess this one up.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Hey, wait.
JK.
Oh, that looks serious.
Yeah.
This one takes some wrist stamina on the guitar.
Get it, Andrew. The bag of tricks at his disposal is truly impressive.
Yeah.
Just like the little licks that he's able to pull out on all these songs. Really neat. Really fun stuff to learn, I think.
And it's not just like a sequence of like here's one. Like it
Yeah, it's all
together.
very musical. Yeah, it's but they're neat things to see and play and hear. Yeah.
But none of them sound out of the pocket. You know what I mean? It's not like, and here's an ultra crazy lick that, you know what I mean? Like, it all sounds in the style.
Like a constructed, sort of intentionally thought out.
Well, and I think Doug, you said it. I mean, these are stage performers, right? And this is stuff that's fun to watch.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Great tune. So this is originally an Ian Hunter song. That they covered, and I feel like more hard rock should have honky tonk piano in it. That's my opinion. I'm
noted. I'll call some people.
I'll assume everyone else agrees. Yeah, please call the record industry.
Yeah,
tell them I need more honky tonk piano.
Got a guy in the head office.
Okay, good. Glad to hear.
That might be a hard sell these days. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's always patch number 2 on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's right there.
You get your full room. You get your classic. You get your concert hall. And then electric piano. Yeah.
And then you got your 808 kick drum.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I just put on square or saw wave and just call it a day.
I always go straight for Celeste.
You know. I thought it was Celeste. Is it Celeste?
I've always said Celeste. I don't know.
I say chillin'.
We are way off the.
All right.
Anyways,
well, I mean,
Great
like,
White.
we've already reached our destination, so we can be as off the rails as we want to be at this point. But I feel like we probably should get going. Probably get back to work.
Overstayed our welcome.
Let the people at home get back to work or home or just carrying on with your lives. But I'm really glad you were able to stop by. I'm very glad you were able to stop by and play some songs. We have a few more pieces of business before we go. The first is our final raffle of the day. So now is your chance. If you didn't win the first Ernie Ball prize pack from the stream, now's your chance to win another Ernie Ball prize pack. So please listen to what UB Jurassic is saying in the chat. He will instruct you so that you can possibly win this prize pack, which include everything that you see on your screen. 2 sets of strings from Ernie Ball, 1 for your bass, 1 for your 6-string guitar. You're going to get a dozen picks from Ernie Ball, 3 picks from us, 1 black Ernie Ball guitar strap, a package of Ernie Ball Wonder Wipes, and an Ernie Ball peg winder. And as a bonus, this month, people are getting Ernie Ball strap blocks, which will help keep your strap from falling off your guitar, which can lead to problems, as anyone who has dropped a guitar, like myself, will know. So good luck on that raffle, and we'll let that run through while I discuss what else is coming. So if you're wondering what's coming next week to Rocksmith, there's a way you can find out earlier than most people what's coming, at least get a little taste of what's coming. Hit our forums. You can either click the link that is probably being posted in chat right now, or go to rocksmith.com, and there's a link to the forums at the top of that page. And in the morning, we'll be delivering a clue. This will be at 10 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow morning. Brian Turner, UB Jurassic, will post a clue in the DLC forums of the Rocksmith forums that will let you figure out what the first song of next week's pack will be. So hit up that forum tomorrow morning to learn more. I mentioned earlier, we're still on social media at Rocksmith Game, most everywhere. Facebook is just facebook.com/Rocksmith. Otherwise, we will see you next Thursday. Here's one more look at the Great White Song Pack. Thanks for coming.
round